In this session, we will talk about dynamic array. A dynamic array is a unpacked array. So first of all, it will be unpacked array whose size is decided at runtime. Okay, so you will allocate the size at runtime rather than at compile time. So you are not assigning size at compile time. So you are assigning size at runtime. The biggest difference from a static array is that we don't specify the size when declaring it. So when you are going to declare the dynamic array, at that time you are not going to what declare the size. So what is the example? So this is an example. You are declaring one dynamic array int data and then only square bracket. There is no size, right? Here you are not mentioning size. It is just empty. The size is allocated later during simulation using this. So during simulation means at runtime you will use new this thing you have to use to allocate the size. New square bracket inside the size. How many size? Suppose you want 5 means you will mention 5 like that. Okay. So this new is a construct which is used to allocate the size to the dynamic array. Okay. So this will be like this. So this is the array declaration, and at the runtime you are allocating size data is equals to new 5. So now the array has total how many elements? 5 elements. So after this point array has how many elements? Or after or at this point array has 5 elements. Okay, so this is an example. We will see one example here. So dynamic array module. So here we are declaring one array. See, here we are not allocating size. When we are allocating the size inside the initial begin, here we are allocating the total size, total elements. How many? 5. So data is equals to new square bracket 5. Okay, in this case how many array will be created? Total 5. So start from 0. So 0 1 2 3 4 5. From now onwards, from this point onwards, everything will like look like static array only, nothing different. See, here we are printing. So here we are assigning using index, and here we are printing. How you can visualize this? See, before allocation into this, before allocation of memory, it will look like this. This is empty, right? Data and square bracket, no size. Okay, no element allocated. At this point no element is allocated. Then after this, what is how it look like? So here data, actually this is data, right? So data has no element. When we are allocating, when we are doing this part, this is very important part, because here only we are allocating memory to the array. Total size, how much we want. So here we are giving. So see, total how many we are giving? 5. So now onwards it will create 0 1 2 3 4. Total 4 index it will create, 4 elements it will create. Now you understood dynamic array, then we will see the dynamic array methods. So there are some methods using which we can do some operations, or we can do some calculation, not calculation, we can perform some kind of specific operations on dynamic array, or we will get the size, all those things we will get. So what are the methods? So first is size. So we are using new to allocate the size of the dynamic array. So how you are doing this? So new, then size, and it is used to why you use this? It is used to allocate the size during runtime. So at runtime you are allocating size to the dynamic array. Second is $size or size parenthesis. So this is a type of method which will give you the total size of dynamic array. How? So it returns the number of element in the array. So one array is there, then how many elements is present inside the dynamic array? How you will get to know? So using this methods you will get to know easily. Okay, so it will be look like this. So syntax will be $size array name or size array name dot size. So this is a $size array name. In the parenthesis you have to pass array name, or else this is a system function, or else you can use like this, array name dot size. So both will give you the how many elements present inside the array, total number of element. So how it will look like this? See, this is how one dynamic array. Then you have total size, that is 5. And in this case if we do this, then what we will get? We will get, so data dot size. So data is array name dot size, then we will get the total size. So here we are getting the total size. Okay, so the same thing I mentioned here, you can go through this. Now the second another method is new. So new, why do we use new? New used to allocate or reallocate the array. So it is used to allocate the memory to the dynamic array. Okay, so this is a dynamic array because the size is not there. At the runtime we are allocating the memory. How we are allocating the memory? Using this new keyword. So data, that is array name, is equals to, means assignment operator, then new and then this 5. Okay, I hope you understand these things. So total how many size? Now after this how many elements is there total? Total 5 elements is there: 0, data 1, data 2, data 3, data 4. Okay, you can also resize it. So once you, because we have a flexibility, right, because we are allocating the size at runtime, so we can resize it. If we do at compile time, means resizing is not possible, but runtime we can resize, right? So you can also resize it. How you can resize it? Initially you said data is equals to new 5. Now you are saying data is equals to new 10. So in this case 10 element will create. Okay, so resizing, while now we have something called as resizing while preserving existing data, means previously you assign some data, that data you need to be you need to keep as it is. So in this case what you have to do? So we will see here. Suppose you have this dynamic array. So data is equals to new. Total how many elements created? 3. And you are assigning at 0th index 10 value, first index 20 value, and second index 30 value. So total you assign in this. Now you want to resize the array, dynamic array. You want to change it to size 5. So now 3 you want to change it to 5, and you have to keep this data as it is. Don't remove this 0th index and first second. So you should not remove. So in this case you have to use like this. Now resize like this. Data is equals to new and the size, new size, whatever the new size you want, current size you want, you should put this, and then inside the parenthesis what you have to put? Data, previous this array name you have to keep. So in this case what will happen? The existing value are preserved, already it is there. Okay, it is not removed. So before when you didn't give size as 5, then your array was 3 size, so it was looking like this. When you give 5, when you allocate, when you resize your dynamic array, then size will be 5, but it contains the previous data. So those are, this is the first index, second, third. So first, second, third, and then this is fourth and fifth. So total size is 5th, so 5th. Okay, then we have another example. As we can see here, you can go through this example. Module, same thing we are doing, nothing changed, right? So here you are assigning value to the dynamic array. From here onwards, now when you do like this, when you do this, then from this point onwards everything is static array. So you should go through this. Okay, you should go through this. You can type and you can run these codes. So all these code are, you can run this code in QuestaSim. Don't sit idle, just do coding. Okay, now we have another method, that is delete. So a dynamic array can be deleted using this method. So all the methods, how you are applying the array name and dot, then you are applying the methods. Okay, this is how you are applying all the methods. Remember, this removes all the elements and deallocated the array, deallocates. It will remove the element which is present inside the array, and it will deallocate the size also. Then again size will become 0. So this is how example look like. Here you are, how many elements it should be? 5. Then what you are doing? You are printing the total 5 and then you are deleting. So deleting means everything will be deleted. Then size will become 0. So here size is becoming again 0. So for the visualization, you can think like this. Total 5 element was there. Then what you did after at this point, what you did? You did data dot delete. So this method, delete method, when you applied, then the array become empty. So in that, after that, data will be nothing. Like in the data array, it will be 0 size array. nothing will be there. Okay, I hope you understood something from this video. If you understood, just like it and then subscribe my channel for the further update. Bye guys.